Alright, Marshall, so what are we up to today?
Alright, today we're going to be changing the valve cover gasket on my E92. We're also possibly going to do the oil filter housing gaskets if we get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do this gasket and try and go over it a little better than we did last time.
Right. Basically, we're doing exactly what we did on my E90 to your E92.
Right.
We're going to change out almost all the same gaskets. The only difference is we're not going to do the alternator. We're going to try and go a little bit more in depth with what we actually did, since we somewhat have an idea of what we're doing now. So we're going to take you along for the ride, and what do you think? Where are we going to start at?
Well, we already started by taking off the cabin filter and tray underneath of that.
Yeah, stuff's pretty self-explanatory.
It's pretty simple stuff, but yeah, we're going to take off the engine cover, we're going to take off all the air ducting, and we're going to take off this strut bar. And that's going to give us access to everything underneath of this cover.
Alright, so let's dive into that. We're going to take off some of the easy stuff here real quick, and once we get into some of the harder stuff, we'll probably start getting a little more in depth with it. Alright. Alright, so in this, we got to take out this strut brace here. And what size is this one, Marshall?
That's a 14.
Okay, that's a E14.
E14.
And what's this one?
That one's a E16.
Okay. So we had to buy this whole kit just to get that. All the smaller kits, the cheaper ones, they didn't come with it, so.
Wow, that's
no way.
That's scary. What do you think, impact?
What?
If I break something this early into it, I'm gonna be so pissed. Oh, it's turning.
Alright.
If you don't love her, leave her.
I thought for you it was going to be if you don't love her, break her, but alright.
I thought it was going to break her, for sure. It's scary.
Alright, so we've removed the air box for a little more room. We have the strut brace out now. We've pulled off the coolant reservoir line. And make sure you do this when it's cold, obviously. What's next, Marshall?
We're going to take this power lead off of here so that we can pull this whole wiring harness back.
Yep, forgot about that.
We're going to take the coils out, which is pretty simple. You just pop them open and pull them out. And then we're going to take off the fuel line and the wiring harness for the fuel line. And there's a clip back here that's kind of a snag, but we're going to get that off too.
We also have to take off this, I believe it's PCV hose
thing here.
Other than that, then I think it's just unbolting it. We're going to move these vacuum lines as well. Maybe unplug this wire, a few straggler wires along the line, but I think we'll figure it out here. Alright, let's get into it, right?
Yep.
Let these go. There you go.
Okay, to get the coils out, you take a 3/8 extension, stick it through the loop at the top, and just pull up. And they pull right out.
Alright. Uno más.
Uno más. Toughie. There we go.
how it's done. We're going to try and keep everything in order. It might not really make that much of a difference, but it definitely doesn't hurt to put in the extra little effort.
Next we have to disconnect these wiring harnesses and these ground wires. That's a 10 mil, I think, and this you can just pull off.
It's probably
with a screwdriver, I think. 8 mil, you think?
probably
9 mil. Something funky. 8 mil. Doesn't look that tiny.
That's what she said.
Yep, 8 millimeter.
Alright, so an 8mm takes out that wire. And what was the held in these plugs? Because I think all mine were broken, right?
No, only one of yours is broken. It's a little clip on this side, and you can pop it with a little screwdriver. I don't remember exactly how I got them off of there.
By breaking them, right?
Yeah. Definitely not just to pull in it. Of course, the screwdriver's bent.
I thought it was done that way on purpose.
For something else.
Why do you bend all of your screwdrivers, Marshall?
I like to party. That's it. So you just get the screwdriver to pry that piece back a little bit, and then this pulls right out.
Perfect. Easy enough, it sounds like, if you had a straight screwdriver.
If you go slow, you probably won't break his shit.
Somebody repairing my car, in quotations, before, did not go slow, probably.
No. Oh, it sounds like it's breaking. It's a little tight back here. This ain't even the last one. You think the last one they'd be nice and put it in the other way, but no. This is the near impossible one. Doesn't look too broken.
Bent screwdriver for the win. Mil, yeah.
8-10 mil.
German mill. No, it would be the E sockets.
Right. These ones you don't want to drop into your anywhere.
We've learned that those extendable magnets are really good tools lately.
Did you bring it?
No, I completely forgot.
I got the jaws, but I don't have the magnet.
But I know that offer. So fuel lines should be next, and the miscellaneous wiring.
This guy can come off too, but it's not necessary too much right now. All these plugs, huh?
Yep.
Those just sit in there.
Yeah, they should just pop right out of that little plastic sleeve-like thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh. That is the sound of plastic snapping.
Looks like if you... Oh, come on, baby. And then, this guy right here, huh?
I don't know if that needs to be unplugged.
Oh, I think, yeah, maybe you're right, huh?
They just need to come out of little brackets. The rear one has to be unplugged on the actual
Right.
fuel rail.
I gotta get that thing off. Remember how that worked? You squish it and push it or something, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to like squish it in
And pull
and
this
pull
out.
back on it.
Yeah. This work. That's here. All the time.
Right. Okay,
Depends,
so
if there's any RTV under there.
that's a valid point, yeah. So, alright. We're pulling off the fuel rail now. And this bolt right here is a 17 millimeter. As these ones that go to the injectors are all 14 millimeters. There will be gas that leaks out. Make sure you've had the car off for a while. You don't want pressure on the lines. And have a rag ready. But they're not too difficult to take off.
Okay. So off.
And in theory,
There's bolts on that side of it, right?
oh yes, there's 3 or 4 bolts holding the fuel rail in.
One.
Fuck me. This project may have got a little more in depth.
It fell right down that fucking hole.
Mystery hole? So there's a possibility in the morning we may be making a Harbor Freight run for a 99-cent magnet.
If I can find it in the morning, where the fuck it even is.
So for all of you who are wondering, this is an 11 mil. The quick disconnect way is to just break all the plastic off. I'm gonna watch out.
I got it. I didn't need to break that one. That one I broke.
You just gotta twist it until it breaks.
Car has one of my bolts. You can speak here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your good old German torque spec?
Gluten tight, yeah. That's the one I'm looking for.
Alright, that black one and that black abyss down there. Oh, there's one right there. You could probably unbolt from whatever that is.
You see?
Put it in. Alright, give me. Thanks, man. You fall. Okay, so now it should be able to come out. In theory. There it is.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so an E11 to take off this wiring harness right here. How many bolts we got? Just 2, bro.
Just 2 for that one.
Okay, and then we're moving on to the injectors. We can pull that out of the way later. Injectors have a E11, that black, was that a nut or a stud? It's more of a stud, I guess, maybe. That'll loosen up them brackets so that you can pull out the individual injectors. There's 1 bracket per 2 injectors, If I remember correctly, we used the magnet to pull that bracket out.
I think you're right.
So let's see how this goes without the magnet. We could probably pull it off. Pull them out after we pull the valve cover off, maybe.
Now, does the injector just pull out, do you remember?
Okay, so you had put tape on them vice grips. And we used that to pull them out, remember?
Okay. So this, I did figure it out.
Perfect. Those vice grips right there, you locked them onto the...
Right under the...
Yeah, the like nut base there, and...
Nut base.
Jiggled them out. Jiggled out your nut base.
Sounds like something I would do. That was number 2.
Like that. Yeah.
Looks pretty dirty, don't it?
I think mine looked worse.
Yeah?
Mine also has twice as many miles. So put that with number 2. Let's see. Ah, good, you do remember.
What's that?
So good, you do remember.
Number 2?
Yeah, I was gonna laugh if you thought it was the other way around.
Come on, baby.
Hey.
One's in there pretty tight. I'm not missing anything, am I?
I know that there, if you look in there, they're like a notch.
I do see the notch.
So they can't really twist much. You just gotta jiggle it one way until it comes loose enough to kind of twist it out and pull it out. Then I had a hammer for him.
She got me exasperated a little bit here.
Move to the next one.
Oh, damn. Okay. Good idea.
Taking the bracket out for 3 and 4. That is
Right?
oh, got it. I believe in you.
Yeah,
You can do it. See, you can do it. Take that nice finish work off my brand new wrench. Hell yeah.
Did I?
I don't care.
That's nice ass
I
wrench.
don't care.
You can get a scratch.
Ooh, watch yourself, dude.
Right? Cynthia's more worried about fucking,
Oh, I know.
fucking it up.
I did that with, I think all of mine, I jammed them in there.
Oh, phone's
That one came out easy. Got it. Damn.
Holy fuck. Fucking broke it.
No.
I broke the shit out of it.
Oh.
Fuck me running.
Something, because there's still that end of the plug, which is plastic.
Right. Just stick those leads right in there.
A little bit of dielectric grease.
Glue them fuckers right in there.
I wouldn't glue them.
Drop them on the concrete floor. Well, one's gonna have a brand new one.
Which one's your favorite?
The first one.
Ah.
One I could see. See how many more I break before the end of the night.
Well, in theory, You only have 2 to go, but I guess that could be half of them.
That could be it. Easy. Let's go.
Alright, so now we're onto the valve cover bolts. They are in E10. Marshall's gonna attempt the difficult ones first, the one that's in the very back. Not much of a shot that I can get out of that one. It's tucked pretty far back there. You will need a swivel, a long extension, maybe a couple. These aren't torqued down to a very high torque, so they should be easy to come out. And you will need a torque wrench that goes to a low foot-pound setting, or you'll have to convert your inches to foot-pounds to get to the correct torque. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning.
Yep, rear brake.
Oh yeah.
This one I want to use. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, we got all the bolts out, or loose. And we're gonna try and break the valve cover loose without breaking it.
Pretty sure I just used that pry bar. Careful.
Oh, you hear
Jesus.
cracking.
Little by little. Oh! Ooh. Are you sure you got them all loose?
40%.
That's not good enough odds for me.
I don't. Ground studs. These ones.
Yep.
Good thing you said that.
Alright, so how does this work again, Marshall? I know you explained it before.
The ground studs for the coils, they have a 10 mil down on the bottom, and you can't get a regular socket in it, and if you put your wrench in the socket, it also will not fit. But if you put the socket on first, well, now I got it stuck. Put the socket on first, then you can put the extension in about halfway and get the torque on it you need to break it loose.
Alright. So easy peasy. Just gotta put a little bit of thought into it is all.
Oh yeah, it's free.
That's alright, free? That one's not loose, oh, maybe it is.
I think it's this one.
Oh, this bolt right here you're gonna lose. You should probably check them all real quick, just to make sure you're not gonna lose any of them.
Of course.
You got it, or you need me to hold that wire back?
Well, I haven't determined if they're all 100% out yet. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Grab from the bottom. Up towards you. Now out or up. You got it, or you need me to grab them wires?
I am not sure. Here we go. Oh, maybe.
Alright.
There's still wires connected on the back.
Yeah, but you got it. What wires are connected?
Just those three. There's some slime there. This is where I think it was leaking. Right here. Yeah, look at it. Is there even gasket there? It's stuck on the thing yet. A lot of my gasket broke. Yours didn't break, did it?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Mine was definitely shot. Look at half of it's here.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
That one's definitely shot. Mine was probably replaced once.
Yeah.
Like right before I bought it.
Wow, dude, it's like
Oh, man.
crispy. That's gonna be tough to get out of there.
Yeah. It's a for sure solid thing. That thing was shot, so it's a good thing we got a new one, right?
Definitely.
Alright, let's figure out how we're gonna do this, huh? We should probably start by taking a drink of beer, huh?
Yes.
Yeah,
Beer time.
totally. What are we drinking?
We are drinking Ecto Cream Pop by Decadent.
And what would you say about this?
I'd give it like a 10 out of 10 quaffable. For
10 out of 10 quaffable, alright.
Super crushable.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Perfect, I like it. Alright. So we're gonna drink some of these and figure out the rest of this. Let's go.
Yeah,
For
she's
real.
a little oily. Smells like gas, but
Okay, so we didn't specify what we were doing here before. We're gonna take out the spark plugs now. It's kind of easy access, might as well while we're at it, and we've got new ones. So we're just gonna get all the maintenance, caught up on this. We did buy these sockets, special sockets for the spark plugs from Bav Auto. They were like $10. We were just talking about how people make special ones for it. It's not worth it. Just spend the $10. This is magnet in it and everything. It comes out smooth
Really
as
bad.
butter.
that one looks
That
really
one looks
good.
better than the first one did.
Okay. Hey, one Florida awesome. Nothing wrong. Raid silicone.
Yeah, I'm time off. Yeah, nothing.
Measure that.
I see you got a leaf in here.
Yeah, I was trying not to knock that into it. That was like the third leaf.
Woo-wee! Squeaky.
It's a little white.
Mm-hmm. They don't look too bad though, honestly. Especially for an engine that's, got half the mileage of mine.
It's definitely not.
Oh. Well,
Not even close.
and we have 50-50 shot, right?
Yep.
If it's not from the factory, it's not right. You're a certified tech, right? But what are you torquing those to?
As tight as my hand puts them right now. And then another quarter turn. Once I get them all in, you just go hand tight and then a little more.
Well, I figured cross-thread was tight enough.
Cross-thread. These are stainless steel, that's aluminum. These make their own path. Yep, check that plug gap. Yep, it's good.
Which one?
All three of them.
Oh. So, new plugs installed. Okay, so we're looking at the pattern here for the torque pattern for the valve cover.
It's upside down. So one is in this corner, so it's actually that corner over there.
Far corner. Okay, so let's give her a go.
Can I have that little way?
Yeah. So the torque spec for this is between the tolerance is between 7 foot-pounds and 7.4 foot-pounds from what we're understating. So that's what we're within tolerance of apparently, minus the extensions. So you know, we'll see how it goes. 7 foot-pounds. That went way quicker, but didn't have a swivel. 3 would be the opposite up here.
4 is the hard corner.
Of course.
Right at the end of that one. Uno más extendos.
What was that?
Just my fucking valve cover cracking.
No, it's alright.
22 is this one way over here. 2, 3. 27, 28, 29. Nine. Put that on 31. 30. 31.
Hell yeah. Every dog has a day, right?
Every dog has his day.
So this is unofficially officially installed.
Officially. I'll take that.
How did it feel to save $1,400?
Oh, feels better than getting Geico.
Definitely, I know the feeling.
I get why it's worth $1,300.
Yeah, it's not easy, nor is it fun. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot easier with a lift.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, so I guess
We'll be back
we'll
in the morning.
yeah, we'll get back on it in the morning. Definitely. All right. Peace out till tomorrow, guys.
Okay, Matt just reinstalled these vacuum lines, which is important to do before the fuel rail because they go underneath of it there. And then he resecured this one back downward, down there. I'm going to set all the fuel injectors in here. I'm going to put the brackets in, and those get torqued down to 10 foot-pounds, or 9.5 foot-pounds each.
9.5 foot-pounds, and they are
E10s.
E10s. All right.
Easy peasy.
All right. So where are we at now?
We just put in the 2 bolts to that hold this wiring harness in. Just gonna snug them hand tight.
With an E10, right?
Yep, these are E10s also. And then next we're gonna put all the wires back into the injectors and the ground wires back to the ground studs and the coils back in and plug back in. And then we're gonna put some of these, tuck these wires back where they go.
All right. Yeah. And we also got to put our
Yep, we gotta put our
PCV hose
PCV
back on,
hose
which
back
we also put a new valve on.
Yep.
All right, so we'll start digging into that one. Okay, so we have put the fuel rail back in now. It is not tightened yet. I believe this one was a 17 and these are 14s, correct?
Yep.
Now
you want to
we're
keep them loose until you get all your bolts in here.
exactly. You want to have the bracket tightened down first.
We lost one bolt, but we'll figure that out later.
And those are 11mm bolts.
Yep. And we got our wires kind of situated where they're gonna go, and still got to hook this one up.
Yep, we did plug in the wire in the back of the fuel rail here. Yep, and those wires just snap into those brackets. Those gotta go under that. It doesn't matter.
Makes more sense though.
Alright, so moment of truth, we're just reconnecting the battery. And we've put new oil in, we put a new filter in, we put the drain plug back in, reconnected the power wire over here, and vacuum lines should be all good to go. Wires, I believe, are set. We reattached this coolant line, and we're gonna try it without the airbox and everything else on it. Make sure everything.
Make sure it doesn't leak, spray gas out of any of these high pressure lines.
Yeah.
Basically, and make sure that it
Does what we want.
before we put it back together.
Yeah, lights up. So there's power. Thing sounds pretty good. All right. I'd say that was a success.
That's how you do your valve cover.
Yep. It's not so difficult. There's a lot of bolts. It's a little time consuming, but it's not too difficult. Especially if you have the right tools. That's the hard part, having the right tools.
Yep.
This is probably where we're going to end it.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share this video. Really helps the channel out.
Oh yeah.
Peace.
Peace out, guys. Have a good one.